You are now listening to Lady Denim. Kick back and enjoy the ride. I find myself frequently standing at crossroads between fate, coincidence, and choice. Darling, in my lifetime thus far, I have experienced things that personally I cannot explain, and being open to the world with different perspectives leads me to the waters of possibility. At times, certain circumstances guide me to fate, and that in itself has me believing it could be just wishful thinking. My logic speaks over my dreamy, ruminative thoughts. And with logic, I am leaning on coincidence or choice. Because honey, fate means no matter what you do, the outcome is beyond your control and is destined to be exactly the same. Okay, off the top of my head, for instance, a man is destined to be in jail. He knows this. It is revealed to him that he will land in jail. That is his destiny. Obviously, he does not want to be imprisoned. So he does everything by the book and does not attempt to make any bad decisions. He lives righteously, a straight arrow, yet he somehow still ends up in jail because that is his fate. Doesn't seem so fair now, does it, ladies and gentlemen? And that is my issue or turmoil with fate, even though somewhere deep inside I believe it is somehow possible. I'll give you a positive example. A married couple in Qingdao, China were miraculously pictured in the same photo 11 years before they met. In the photo, Ms. Xie, honey, I hope I pronounced her name correctly, can be seen smiling while her future husband, Mr. Yi, poses for a photo in the background. This took place in the year 2000. Fast forward 11 years. They would officially meet in the city of Chengdu through mutual friends. And before you know it, there were wedding bells, because the two tied the knot not too long after meeting. And the kicker? Well, they didn't even know that they were in each other's photos 11 years earlier. Not until after they were married. Honey, life sure has a funny way of doing things, huh? And if that story doesn't spark the possibility of fate, then I don't know what will. Oh, and if it sounds familiar, that's because this story was circulating on social media and blew up as a meme. And as you know now, it's absolutely true. Now, what about coincidences? Darling, I personally believe those happen often, but for minor things such as wearing the same color t-shirt as your friend, or TikTok's algorithms. I'll get into that in a moment. So a coincidence is a remarkable concurrence of events or circumstances without apparent casual connection. Honey, when you are scrolling on TikTok and come across several tarot readers who claim your past love is rushing into your life, it is nothing but a mere coincidence. Well, for you, of course. Not for the TikTok creators. They intentionally set up the algorithm to show you more of what you basically put a like on, keeping tabs on you like the damn government. But the possibility of running into several tarot readers who accurately describe your specific person is just a coincidence because of how the algorithm is set up. Trust me, sugar, that man or woman is somewhere getting the red light special with extra cream and a cherry on top, while you are dwelling and drenched in tears of loneliness. getting high off hope. Honey, don't confuse fate with coincidence. Don't do that. Especially since we are very vulnerable as of right now because the retrograde is in session. Don't you dare text that person. Don't do it. Then again, darling, I can't tell you what to do. You do have free will, and it is your choice. Just like it's your choice to wallow in self-pity and basically have that person living rent-free in your head. A choice is an act of selecting or making a decision when faced with two or more possibilities. You know, I've wondered if fate and free will somehow coexist or complement each other like spirituality and science. I mean, anything is possible. Looking back into my past, certain events I thought bounded by fate was really my own choices or wishful thinking that led me to what I initially thought was fate. Oh, honey, I bet you are utterly confused right now. No worries. I will explain briefly. Pay attention. So I do believe that sometimes our choices are more of wishful thinking and tricking ourselves into thinking it was fate. For instance, I fell madly in love with a man who I will call Pendejo. I subconsciously made decisions that led to meeting him. In my mind, those decisions were fate, but they were only choices. Of course, me falling in love was definitely fate, honey. However, our union was not meant to be. Not in this lifetime. I accepted my reality. Perhaps I am overthinking things and going in circles. Maybe I opened up a can of worms or made you, my dear, have thoughts bouncing off the walls of your mind. But I don't want to prattle on. I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you believe in fate being set in stone? Or do you believe the possibilities of changing it? Looking back, what in your life has you now thinking it could be fate, coincidence, or choice? If you are listening on YouTube, drop a comment. And thank you for listening. You can follow my Insta at the Lady of Denim Podcast _. You can also follow my main Insta and Twitter at a Denim Be sure to like and follow my Facebook page at the Lady of Denim Podcast. Mwah. Until next time, darling.